and say what is the website name or what is the internet name. The last three can first is the last one. Last people last can after circles. The last of the last is yeah. Audio is not clear. Clear? Can you come forward? The last two. Okay, Satya. Yeah.
Running.
Online slides. Pages. Yeah, next. Louder. Information. Yeah, next. It's a web page which contains information. Next. So, I mean, in order to access the website, what do I require? Internet. If I say I need an internet to access the website that's being somewhere, so then what is the internet browser? Internet browser is what is the internet? Can I not define the name internet? What is the internet? It's a network of networks where everything has been networked. Network of networks. What does the network mean again? Homogeneous components. Science computer. So when I say open.com, what happens? When I do halo.com and press enter, what happens? How does it? Is anything that executes in the backend or so artificial uses that gives the event or there's anything happens out there? What happens when I click on halo.com or facebook.com? What happens at the backend? Using my username and my password. How does my browser knows that I'm the same person? To be validated. How does my browser knows that I should my account exactly? It fetches some database. How would my browser, for example, there are two persons in here, side by side, they would try to log into the Facebook with their accounts on the same. So how could my internet my browser knows that this person should be loaded with this database and this person should be loaded with this database? How does my browser no, authenticate the end users or clients? Yeah. How would my browser know that I have been requested of this page? Or else how could my browser know if I request Facebook.com? Anywhere a browser gave me a wrong page like google.com. So how could browser execute each and everything with a single command? How could it able to recognize at the backend what's happening at the backend? Does anyone know? So there's something called DNS. Does anyone know what does the DNS mean? Okay, there is something called domain name services. What is an IP? So what is the link between an IP and a domain address and a website?
IP is interlinked to domain address.
Instead of google.com, can I take 10.128.77.99? So me remembering the IPs, me remembering the is better for me. Which is the better thing for me? Facebook, right? So for that, what happens is each and every domain is mapped with something called IP. The IP is again mapped with something called DNS. The DNS again maps something called MX tables. The MX table is again vector IP tables. IP tables. So when I click on google.com or facebook.com, it goes to how many are familiar with Linux? Unix commands. Have you tried the command called trace root? So what does it use? So if I click on facebook.com, my local IP from there to regional ISP, from there to India's ISP from uh, actual server, right? So between these IPs, there is something called MX table that which communication happens between each and everything. From there, the browser would have, each and every browser would have an IP. This IP will map with the IP tables. From there, you could put replicant which you requested as from the browser. It's a don't go there. There is something called IP tables. There is something called IT. There is something called DNS. You will make sure you get exact request that which you had from the browser. Is it clear? Okay. What is it? When everything has been hosted. Okay. When I say everything has been hosted, uh, if I want to book a ticket or if I want to go from here to Hyderabad, what do I need? So can I go? I mean, if I say I want to go to there, how can I go from here to Hyderabad or here to somewhere? There should be some
ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది లైవ్ స్పీడ్ వస్తుంది
transportation,
సౌండ్
mode
బాగా
of transportation and transportation. If my mode of transportation is by A, I need a transport vehicle called like flight or something. If my my means of transportation waterways, I need to ship or somewhere or something. If my means of transportation is road, I need something called bike or car or
పాజ్లో
something, right?
పెట్టింది
So yeah, what is the thing that making me to transfer from here to there is a physical object, right? A physical thing. It can be a plane or it can be a car or bus or it can be a train or it can be ship, right? So here that I mean my main mode is to reach from here to Hyderabad. That base I call it main where, right? As soon as I put a request call google.com, what happens is to serve these requests, there is something called applet and servlet. Have you heard of it? Applet and servlet. What does an applet do? Applet do. What does an applet do? What does servlet do? They don't do anything. Applet will be on browser side and servlet will server side. They will no, handle your request and response from the server and to the client. Apart from this, they don't do anything. So when I talk about www, to serve your request, there is something called web server. Have you heard of anything called web server? Web server. Apache, Nginx, Tomcat, IIS. Yeah?
గ్లాస్ ఫిష్
Yeah, something, some fish.
గ్లాస్ ఫిష్
These are called as
వాళ్ళు చెప్తున్నారు కదా
web servers. So, what does this web servers do? What does web servers do? Take your request, response it, process it, and get the request and response it. At the same time, if my mode is to transfer from here to there, from Vijayawada to Hyderabad, what do I need? A physical object, right? There is nothing but a web server. But when I say I am going by bus or something, here my physical thing could be bus, roadways. When I say I am going by train, my physical thing would be a railway. When I say I am going by ship, the means of transport, the web server here will be seaways.
సో ల్యాప్టాప్
So whenever I want to transfer data from the client to the server, there is something called web server that takes the request, process the request,
ఇది
and
ఓపెన్ ఇది
get the response.
ఓపెన్ చేసి
To take these requests from the client and get the response from the server, there is something called web server that makes you, enable the request and response mechanisms available. That can one second. Can you see this? So when I click something on my browser, it takes request and gives to a web server called something. Your web server may be Apache, Tomcat, Nginx, some fish or something. Whatever your web server doesn't matter. That will take the request and it puts any PHP language, any server scripting language. From there, it processes the thing, fetch the data in database, and again gives the response to your CLI. From there, your Apache or web server takes the request.
కాపీ లింక్ ఉంది అడిగేది సో
So it is a typical request and response between a client and server takes place. Is this clear, everyone? When I click on something, when I click on here, page.com, it doesn't. The browser is one more thing. How many languages does the browser know? How many languages does the browser know? If I code something on Perl, or if I code something on Ruby on Rails, or if I do my code on Python, or if I do my program on R language, what is the language? my browser should be able to recognize all these languages, right? So if my browser is able to recognize all these languages, my browser should be able to know all these languages, right? My browser should have all these compilers. If I want to execute these things, that's why browser should require all these languages to know. Browser doesn't need language. HTML, the browser, the only language that the browser knows is HTML. That's the reason why HTML is called as dumb language. HTML is dumb language where it doesn't care for anything. Where it's something and if don't close the tag, if it doesn't care, if it doesn't compare, it's a dumb language. The only language that my browser knows is HTML. So irrespective of language you write, it doesn't care of your language. Then who will take care of my language stuff? Something on applet. When I click on facebook.com, the request doesn't go as facebook.com. It goes in terms of zeros and ones. So my applet in this, if I use Java server, my applet in the browser side will compile my request facebook.com or whatever the request I sent into zeros and ones. It compiles to zeros and ones and it gives request to the web server as zeros and ones. Can you something on here CLI, CGA language previously? What this CGA do is my browser converts whatever signal I give to zeros and ones using applet. My applet will give thing to the web server. The web server doesn't decode it. The web server gives a request as this to your client language. It can be PHP or it can be Python or it can be any scripting language. Here, your request has been decoded to normal language. From there, it is DD. Again, this language, here there is something called servlet. It will encrypt your machine language to zeros and ones. From there, it is to Apache. Again, there is something called applet here. It converts your response, which is in zeros and which is in human language, to zeros and ones. From there, it gives to the browser. So these are your request response happens in a binary format. It doesn't happen in a human readable language. So my browser doesn't have any language apart from HTML and zeros and ones. So there's something called applet or something. If you go for Python, there are some plugins that will take care of converting your HTML and your human language to zeros and ones. So that's where your request response and server and acknowledgement comes from server. Clear this part? Clear? Okay. When I say on website. So what is it? Then what is the server? So when I say server, it doesn't have anything. It's normal machine where the only thing which the server can do is can take request and get the response. Apart from taking request and response, the server can't do anything. Everything that happens between it is taken by the web server or the server doesn't. Website doesn't have any other thing to do. Website. So how many types of websites do we have? How many types of websites do you have? There are two types of websites, static and dynamic, right? So what is the purpose of static website? So forget about the static and dynamic. Say for example, if you want to write a website, a website, where I am going to change the content regularly. As I used to place my use case for reference, data, images, everything. The same way I just want to upload my content to my regularly. So what the best part of it to do? Write your code. Upload your thing, write your code. For everything you have to write code, right? You have to modify your HTML tags and you have to write script everything. So what happens if I forgot to close an image tag or whatever tag is it? Does the browser recognize my syntax? What it will do? It will directly print whatever the content that has been in the tags, right? Because HTML is a dumb language and browser doesn't have a compiler, it will directly execute whatever is written in HTML. So if there is an error and if I want to debug it, how much effort do I need to put to debug this HTML site? You have to go through each and every tag, right? You need to go and search each and every tag has been closed or is there any syntax issue. You need to go through all the things, which is going to take more of your time, right? So instead, can I have a form where you just write your title, you just write your body description, you just write your image field, you just upload your image field, just upload the file, save it, where it will populate in your website. If this is the way, what will be good for you? Uploading a form, filling a form or writing a code? Which should really use you? Filling a form, right? So that's there's something called CMS which has came in picture where You'll be provided the form, just fill the form, submit it, you will get your content form in your website. So that's what CMS generally do. It doesn't have any code functionality. Whatever write you, the code you write, it will compare the backend and you'll get a fresh thing. That's what CMS. Okay, apart from content, do you have any other thing to do in a website? Apart from content, I do have my own website. I just write content on that. Apart from content, do we have any other functions that you need to get to the website? There's something called Google Search SEO. So whenever someone search in Google, I should get my name, right? Top list in the Google top 10 list. Okay. Apart from that, do we need to do anything? I need to share my content to a social media networks, YouTube or Facebook, WhatsApp, everything, right? What should I do to get my content formatted on Facebook or something? There's something in APIs, right? So how many of you have 5 years and 30 years? How many of them plus years? How many of them CSE? Second years and 18 years CSE. Should fine. So there is something like APIs. Have you heard of API? Application developer. So you have to develop an APIs in order to make my website get populated your social media or whatever media I want. So for that again I need to develop a code which will take at least 1 or 2 days of time that should be compiled. If there are any bugs in the issue, you don't get your things get done. Okay? That was the point where you need to stress a lot to get your content populated in social media. Social and search engine. If I want to search my site, someone searches my name in Google, I should get my name in the top 10 list. Right? That's called a search engine optimization. That has to be done manually where you take metadata and everything. That takes a lot of effort because SEO is not a normal thing. It involves more of metadata and more of optimizing your site. That can't be done manually and then you have to do. And any other things that they need to take care of in your website. Social media, content follow-up, and SEO. Apart from this, performance. For example, if I write a code, if I wrote a code for copying my things to Facebook, where I will be writing for loop. What if the for loop has infinity? For example, my for loop has 10,000 loops to reiterate. If my loop then iterates for 10,000 times, how much time my site will take to load? At least 3 minutes, right? At least for 1 minute. So if a person hits my website and if he waits for 1 minute or 2 minutes, is it feasible site or what is it trying to do? People doesn't look right. If my site doesn't load faster, people doesn't go from my website. They go from other sites. So that's a performance where I need to improve and you need to write code. If something goes wrong in your code, again you need to debug and it takes you a lot of time. So it's a point where there is a pain point in writing a static HTML page. Is there anything that need to be considered in developing a website? Content management, social media management, search engine optimization, and performance. Any other things? Security, yeah, exactly. If my site has a functionality called login functionality, there's something called OAuth. It's a module where that helps you authenticating your whether are you a perfect user or are you an intruder. So for the thing you have API where you need to integrate your API with your website. That again needs a lot of effort and you have to check multiple times. Once it's been uploaded to the server, you don't know what happens. Suddenly someone may crack your website. You don't know what happens because you have never tried and you are trying for the first time and you don't know what happens once it goes to the web. That's the thing. That's a pain point again in a HTML static websites. Any other things that need to be considered in static pages in HTML page? Any other things? Any other commenting system? If someone wants to write a comment to an article, again you need to plug in an API that you need to code. If some bug happens, if someone comments now, it will be effect inside 2 days later. It's not a good thing, right? So this is another pain point where you need to take care of. So is there any other thing that we need? Yeah. Maintenance, exactly. Deployments. If you want to deploy your site, you need to install all these things again and again. It's a kind of thing. So there are many other pain points that are in existing websites, existing PHP websites, existing Python, Java websites. These are many pain points that are being facing from couple of years. So for all those things, there is something called content management system. So what is it? Content management system. And it said you will have a form. Just fill the form, publish it. Your data gets forwarded in the website. You can design your form. Just how we design a form in HTML. Name, input type is full text, label is also close the tag, right? The same input type is full password, input type is checkbox, input type is full to ing, into ing source. These are tags related. The same HTML form instead of writing a tag, instead of writing code in tag, you will directly click on add input box, add text field, add password field. You can create your form, save it. Once your form is saved, just try to upload your data to the form. It gets automatically populated in a website along with social media links, along with your commenting system, along with authentication. Everything has been taken care of CMS. You can ask. So CMS again used to mean has to use some other code for these things. You can say if I want to add my content to a social media, again my CMS has to use an API that has been for some other person. Is it secure? Yes, secure. It's been developed by community. Where have you heard of anything on community? Okay, community. So let's take an example. There's a village. There are two villages. Okay, there are two villages of two diamonds. Each village has each diamond. So if this is one village, this has a diamond of 10 crores. This village has a diamond of 10 crores. In this village, what I said was, this village has to take care of the diamond. So the person in this village will be responsible for the diamond. He has to, the village has to take care of the diamond. And the next village, what I said was, I just put a, a hi-fi security mechanism there. There will be two guards. They will take care of. They will shift twice. Two guards will come on one shift and they will go on the rest will go on second shift. So this has been maintained by a company. So what would mean if you compare these two villages, which village has more possibilities of getting the diamond road? First or second, the village that has been maintained by villages or security? First thing, why? So why the diamond that has been placed in the public has large probability of robbing than the diamond that has been in security security guards? You're wrong. The one within the public has more secure than the one within the security field. Why? The one in the public, if someone tries to rob it, the other will try to secure it. Because it's been taken by the entire village. If something happens to the entire village, no one is going to fight with it, right? Whereas in security, if someone takes it, the other security will be calm or he will try to put that case with other security because it's two securities. If something happens in between two, always they will try to push on one, right? It's not my mistake, it's his mistake who has been sleeping. Or it's not my mistake, it's the company's mistake who has provided, who hasn't provided surveillance camera or something. So the chance for this is more than the chance for this. So the same way, because this has less chance because it's been maintained by community. So when someone tries to steal it, the community will always try to protect it. Whereas here, when someone tries to steal it, the others will try to look it up. The others will try to make them pro. That happens in the village which has security. The same for code. If someone develops a code for community, it has large support. Say my code is open and everyone can use it. If I say my code is open, everyone can use it. If I try to put a malicious code in my code because which is open source, everyone can download. I download the code from internet. I just put some malicious code and just upload it to the community, so the other can use. In order to get approved, there is some community which will go to the security threats, everything. If there is something security threat found in that code, they remove the code and they will publish the actual code. So that way, the community has a larger support in terms of security, in terms of performance, in terms of everything. Because the code is open, everyone can see the code, everyone can modify the code, everyone can push patches for each and every bug that you have. Whereas in community, whereas in other things, which closed source, the code has been closed. No one knows what exactly happening in the code. If there is bug in, have you heard of Internet Explorer? Internet Explorer. How many versions of IE do we have till now? It's been deprecated and we are getting something called Edge, Internet Explorer Edge. have you heard of Firefox or Chrome? Firefox. How many versions do you have in Firefox? It's 50 or something, right? It's crossed 50. So what's the difference between Firefox and Internet Explorer? They two started at the same time, but Firefox has more and more releases than IE. Why? The reason is IE code was the IE's code is a proprietary code where you can't see the code. There are many bugs in the code. If I report a bug in Internet Explorer, they will report me. I report a bug. They will see the bug. The code is not open, so they will try to solve the bug. It will take a couple of years for them to solve the code because it's proprietary. No one knows the code. And there will be only a couple of people who will be working on the code. That's taken more time. Whereas in community, if I report a bug, there are many people involved in the community. They will try to improve the code. They will push the code. So that was the reason why Chrome has been Firefox is more and more releases than Chrome. So than IE. That's the difference between community and a proprietary closeware. Whereas coming to CMS, it's an open source managed system where it has a larger community support than any other CMS. There are a couple of multiple CMSs. WordPress is the one, WordPress, Joomla, Magento, PrestaShop, Drupal. There are many different CMSs. Then what is the? Why do you have these? Why do you have these number of CMSs? Everything was written in the same language of PHP. If I want to have my own CMS, download the code, Control R, replace your name with your own name, publish it. You will have a CMS of your name. That's easy to create your own CMS. So that is why we have multiple CMSs, multiple language layers. Source code is open. You can download the code. You can modify as per your requirements. Save it, publish it to the community. They'll approve it, then they'll be in the internet. What mean CMS methodology. So CMS has much more community support than any other static site generators. Why CMS? The reason is more secure, more performance issues, can be integrated to any other third-party websites like Facebook or whatever, and have much more better security modules. Any other? Many other. Yep. These are the advantages. CMS can have zero dependency. It doesn't depend on any other thing. It has own modules, everything. It can save your time, simplified content management, search and optimization, complete control of your code, complete control of your everything, and reduce maintenance cost. You don't need to bother about your maintenance because it has been already built in the community. Someone from the community will always try to check your code. So that's where your site is more secure. What is content management system? It's again, just remember in this way, a CMS is nothing but a form where you can fill a form, submit the form, you will get your data populated in the website. That's it. It's a best way, easiest way to create a website without doing any small part of code. Take a CMS. What does CMS contain? It contains a content, a business logic, and a search engine optimization. Any engine, not searching, any engine to take request and get response. So different types of CMS. We have WordPress, Joomla, Magento, PrestaShop, Django. There are many, not one or two. There are many CMS. Always Drupal has larger community support. Drupal has larger modules. Drupal is the more secure than any other CMS currently in the market. So then, what is Drupal? Drupal is the name of cookie of Germany. In Germany, cookies are called as Drupal. Larry, who was eating cookies at some point of time, had a thought of designing something called the CMS, from where the name has come as Drupal. You don't ask me where did they put their table symbol on this. I don't know why did they get there. Okay. What is Drupal require? What is Drupal requires to run your website? What is Drupal works means? For every website, you need something called database. For every website, you need something called a web server that takes your request and get response from server. And for every database or for every website, you need a language support, right? If I take a simple website called HTML, in order to get your tags in language in HTML, HTML is not a language, it's a markup language. It cannot be compared with any other language. Further, let's take a website called KLU that has been done something called. How was your KLU website done? What is technology used? Drupal?
ASPX.
ASPS.NET. Fine. So for every website or any other web application access, if you want to do not only website, if you want to execute anything on internet, these three are things that which you require. You should have a database, you should have a web server, you should have a language to write your code. These three are things which you require to do anything on the internet. It can be web application, it can be static application, it can be website, or it can be any other thing. It can be a program either. These three are the major things that every web application requires. A database, it can be MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, DB, something. A web server, it can be Apache, Nginx, Apache, Tomcat, IIS, some fish you said. Next, a language, any scripting language. It can be PHP, Python, Ruby on Rails, Perl, Go, Lang, something, whatever you want. It requires any language. Next. Drupal, how can you use Drupal as CMS? Content can manage using database. Setup runs on PHP, which is a scripting language on server side, and PHP renders through HTML to the browser. Okay. How many of you had laptops right now? Can they start installing? This right now. Here and there will now we'll go on hands-on. I'll be deploying it. You will see it big parallel. How many doesn't have any laptops here? How many doesn't have laptops? The one who doesn't have laptops can pay this. Can pay this up. So the one who has direct on the systems, how many have direct on the systems? Direct. The one who has direct has Apache. Apache. On your systems, connect to the internet first. Yes, on your systems, connect to the internet.
Stop knocking us. Lost here at Homer.
Drupal is local websites. First thing you click on Drupal overview, go to Drupal.org, and there you find something called download and extend. In Drupal.org you find something called download and extend. Click on it. Download Drupal 7.5.4, 7.54, or whatever version you want. Go to drupal.org, download Drupal. OS, web server, database, and any programming language, including scripting language. These four are things that actually require to develop anything on internet. Okay. So first thing I got is I just got a OS and password statement. Yes.
దాన్ని నొక్కకు
Drupal has language support. If you want to have your website to be done in something called Korean language, you can go for Korean language in the language bar. You can develop it Telugu, pure Telugu website. You can have your own language. Drupal supports almost 20 different languages. So you can deploy your site from a starting itself. So if you want to install your website in your own language, just click on this, select your language, install. Finally, both English, save and continue. And set a web application in a database, right? I got that OS running. Next time you will have a database. I just create a database called database, some other database. Provide database. Click on save and continue.
అంతా చేసిన తర్వాత ఇది వస్తుంది మీరు దేనిలో చేశారు సింప్లిఫై టెస్ట్ డాట్ ఇన్లో చేశారా
It's just a one-time procedure. You just need to install that.
వేరే దానికి
So why do I need to
టెన్
install?
డాట్ ఫార్టీ ఫైవ్ డాట్ ట్వంటీ ఫోర్ డాట్ సిక్స్టీ వన్ ఉంది కదా, దానికైతే అలాగా.
I don't need to
Simplify
దీనికి
చేయడం ద్వారా
compile your code. Just
అది
open
కూడా
your,
చూడండి,
compile your
డైరెక్ట్గా ఇచ్చేసారు మీకు.
code. That's
ఏమో
the
డైరెక్ట్
website.
అది
When it's
ఇన్స్టాల్
coming to Drupal,
అది ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయడం ఎలాగో
it starts for the first step.
చూసుకోండి.
From next on, you don't need to install because for the first time, as soon as you start installing, what gets started is your database gets connected to your Drupal website. From there, they will get synchronized each other. In order to establish connection between your Drupal and the database, you have to install for the first time. From next time, you don't need to do anything. Just export these things. Okay. Next, you will configure your localhost name, every username, every password, and click on there, get your Drupal install. For now, you will not go for this. There is a problem with this thing. For the it's still not running. Okay. So, this is the website, right? So, like there is a black bar on the top, right? The black bar on the top. So that can be called as a header. Anything that's there on the top is called header. This is the body part. Come down. So this one is called as footer. Can you see contact here? Contact, Facebook, share icons, everything. This is called as footer. And the rest in between header and footer can be called as body. Yes. So in the body you have something called region 1, region 2, region 3, right? So in the body will have multiple regions. Say for example, I want my content to be embedded in this field here. I want my content to be embedded in a box to the left side of the web page, not to the whole page. I can divide this as a block. So what do I do? The same thing in HTML. I create div, right? I create a div for the whole thing, and I create links in the divide in HTML. Yes. If you want to have a block on one side, or if you want to divide it web page, I'll define a div, and in that div I'll have multiple divs, right? Div 1, div 2, div 3. I'll keep bar 2 or your bar something. Each and every region, each and every space in a web page can be called as a region. If this was my space, this can be called as region, and this thing can be called as some other region. These are called as regions. When you open your thing, you can see yellow thing, right? Yellow in your simulars.me. When you click on demonstrate, you get something called feature region, highlight region on the yellow bar. Can you see? Highlighted yellow. They are called as regions. They are regions to your home page. You can customize your regions to whatever content you place. Can you see that? Header, featured, sidebar, highlighted, sidebar, sidebar, right? They are called as regions. So if you save it, you can see your content on that region. Now exit, and from that you can see exit on the top, right? Next main, just below the black bar you can see exit block and region demonstration. Click on it. Just click on exit block and region demonstration. Click on it. Now you will get back to your home page now, right? You will come back to your home page. Okay. Now what you do is, can you find something called appearance over there? Appearance. Structure. Appearance on the black bar. Next to structure. Click on it. Click on appearance. What is, there's something called bar trick. Can you see something called bar trick theme? So what does theme mean? A theme is something like a predefined set of configurations, right? When you apply for themes in a mobile phone, each thing will have a different look and the same way there's something called themes in your Drupal, where you can change your look and feel using different themes. The default theme for your Drupal is bar trick, And if you change your theme, you will get your new look and feel. Can you do something like garland at the bottom? Just scroll down and you do something like garland. Click on save and set default, enable set default. Click on enable and set default. Click on enable and set default and disable backlit theme. Disable backlit.
వదిలేవాడు మళ్ళీ చేయాలంటే ట్యాప్స్ ఆన్ చేసుకోవచ్చు ఇప్పుడే వస్తుంది పెట్టలేదు
No. Yes. No. Click on enable setting. Disable backlit. Disable backlit. So once you're done with the disabling, just click on the home button, dashboard home button. Click on the home button which is next to dashboard. Can you see the changes? Your slide has been changed, color has been changed. Yeah. Now go to structure and blocks. Structure and blocks. Again, demonstrate block region. Click on demonstrate block regions. Yeah. Now can you see the region has been changed? Yes. So if you install this theme, your web page has different regions. Okay. Try to download some of the themes. Do one thing. Exit. Click on exit. Exit demo block region demonstration, which is the top left. Now go to appearance. Click on appearance and on the top. Can you see install new theme? Just click on install new theme. Okay. One of what in Drupal is, in Drupal everything is a plug and play option. So everything is plug and play. If you want to install a theme, just go to drupal.org, download a theme, plug in, just copy the folder, copy the theme in your themes folder, save it, that's it. If you want to download something functions, go to drupal.org, you'll find something called modules, download your functionality with the module, download, that's it. We'll go for modules next. For now, how to install a module, right? Can you something called install new module? In appearance, click on appearance, install new module. Sorry, appearance themes, sorry. Themes. Appearance and themes. Install new theme. Open new tab, Control T, press Control T and go to drupal.org. Drupal.org. There you will find something called download and extend on the bottom. Come to the bottom page of the website, and there you can something called themes, right? Download and extend Drupal core modules and things. Click on themes. You'll find it at the bottom of the website, on the bottom side of the website. Click on themes. Just let me know whenever it loads. The site is pretty slow because many people are accessing at the same time, so it's been a bit slower. Okay. Can you see Bootstrap? Scroll down. You will see multiple themes out there: Bootstrap, Zen, Omega, Adminal, Adaptive. Next, Corporate Clean, Tau, UX, Shiny, Business. Okay. Can you find something called Marinelli? Click on Marinelli. Click on whatever theme you want. I am demonstrating Marinelli. You can go for your own theme. Click on Marinelli. Come down. Yeah. After clicking on your theme, if you find something called downloads version something. No, don't download. Cancel. you'll find something called version and the releases. Is it in a development release or is it in a recommended version? Okay, the first one would be recommended and the second thing would be development version. So you people right click on the star.gz, copy the link. Just right click on this link, uh, save copy link location. Once again, right click on star.gz, copy link location. Okay, open your website now, open your simpletest.me. Yes, there can you see URL or something? Install from URL, paste it there, paste it and install. So they don't get any error. Installing, right?
అన్నా స్క్రీన్ తీయమన్నాడు.
So did everyone install? Right click and copy link location. Select Drupal 7, not for 8. Even error say Drupal 8 select చేస్తున్నారు, Drupal 7 select చేయండి. ఓకేనా? Copy, right click చేసి copy link location, paste in your URL, just save it. So and once you're done, click on enable newly enabled theme. అయిన తర్వాత click on enable newly enabled theme next theme. అదే వచ్చినా terminal వచ్చినకి enable new theme. Enable చేసిన new theme. Just click on your home page now. Click on dashboard. So dashboard home page లో ఇచ్చిన వాళ్ళు అందరికి ఇచ్చిన అయినా ఎంతమంది కావాలి ఇంకా ఇష్యూ ఏమైనా వస్తుందా ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుందా అయినందరికి
కూర్చోవచ్చుగా కూర్చోమని చెప్పా ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా
Film teams present, business team on the Mayo team, there are different teams. Just go to drupal.org, download and send teams, select a theme, and you will find demo button on your theme. Theme open just you can look for demo. drupal.org వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత డౌన్లోడ్ అండ్ ఎక్స్టెండ్ థీమ్స్ స్విచ్ వెళ్తే సో ఇందాక మీకు కపుల్ ఆఫ్ థీమ్స్ వస్తాయి కదా సో కపుల్ ఆఫ్ థీమ్స్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసుకుంది మాన్యువల్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేశారు ఇప్పుడు వాళ్ళకి ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయకుండా చూడాలి అంటే ఆ థీమ్ సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తే కింద వ్యూ పిక్ మన బటన్ ఉంది జస్ట్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ఇట్ వచ్చిందా బూట్ స్ట్రాప్ రన్ అవుతూ డోంట్ గో ఫర్ బూట్ స్ట్రాప్ ఆర్ జెన్ ఆర్ అడాప్టివ్ ఆర్ ఒమేగా and external. They are plain things. You don't have any look and feel. They are plain things. Demo. Go for demo from Tao. Tao or don't go for Rubik. Come now. Go for. You can explore business team. You can explore manually. Go for. You can explore Danland. You can explore Fusion. You can explore Mayo, you can explore Nexus, you can explore Skeleton, you can explore Texture, you can explore Professional. Just click on anything, whichever you like. Click on it. Click on. I just want. Can you see something on live demo here? I just want to search whether skeleton is good or not. I click on skeleton. Just click on live demo. As soon as you click on live demo, you will get a free version. See, as soon as I install this skeleton in, I get my site look and feel this way. If you like this look and feel, you can download it. You can install it, or else you can go for some other thing. Clear? Just explore couple of things. Yeah. Explore చేసారా different things with lights ఇక్కడ క్లియర్ instance of Drupal in Drupal lights is different from instance of Drupal in Windows In Windows, you can install Drupal using a single XAMPP server, XAMPP or XAMPP server. Under installation here, kada. Instead, I will share you as step-by-step procedure where you can follow and install Drupal in local instance. Installation tarvata how to change your look and feel using themes. Themes installation clear ga andaki doubts unnaya evakaina. This is the way how to install theme in your local machine kuda. మీ లోకల్ కూడా సేమ్ ఇదే ప్రొసీజర్. థీమ్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయడం. ఓకేనా? నెక్స్ట్ థింగ్ వచ్చి there is something called functionalities. ఇప్పుడు మనం థీమ్స్ లోకల్ ఫీల్ మార్చడం చేసాం. నాకు ఫంక్షనాలిటీ కావాలి. ఓకే? నా సైట్ చూపెట్టడం ఇదంతా బాగానే ఉంది. Let's do a small registration page. చేద్దామా? Can we do the registration page? Yes, okay. Before that, a small deviation of the project. So, enter the website name hack cheyadonchu. Website hack cheyadam. How do you hack a website? First time in chapter రాకం చెప్తాను. Okay, ఇది ఎంతమందికి how many of you want to be good programmers? ఎంతమంది మంచి ప్రోగ్రామ్ అవుదామనుకుంటారు? నిజం చెప్పండి. మంచి ప్రోగ్రామ్ అవుదామనుకుంటారు ఎంతమంది? చేతులు కొంచెం పైకి గట్టిగా. Okay. How many of you here want to be hackers? Hacker. Yes. Okay. How many of you want to be a good cracker? Matabulu, sudai kaadu. Hacker, a kind of programmer. Anyone? Cracker. I want to be a cracker. Okay. ఎంతమంది ప్రోగ్రామ్ తీసుకోలేదు? ఒకే వ్యక్తి నేను చేయలేడు. ఒకే వ్యక్తి హ్యాకర్ అవ్వలేడు, ప్రోగ్రామర్ అవ్వలేడు, క్రాకర్ అవ్వలేడు, ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇష్టమైన అవ్వలేడు. ఏదో ఒకదాన్ని చేయొచ్చు. ఎంతమంది ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇష్టం లేదా? వాళ్ళకి ప్రిపేర్ చాలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు నేను హ్యాకర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అన్నాను కదా. హ్యాకర్ అంటే ఎవరు? సో వెనక సంథింగ్ నా జీమెయిల్ అకౌంట్ ఎవరో హ్యాక్ చేశారంటారు. మొన్న ఈ మధ్య రామగోపాల్ అన్నాడు కదా, నా ట్విట్టర్ అకౌంట్ ఎవరో హ్యాక్ చేశారన్నాడు కదా. That really happens. Hack means, if it really happens, what is a hack? Word itself mean hack అంటే ఏంటి? You can say someone has hijacked by plane అంటాం. Under control. But hack అంటే తప్పు. What does a hack mean? Hack అంటే ఏంటి? ఉన్న మనిషి లేకుండా చేయడం కాదు. Hack is something getting you not accessing. అంటే మిమ్మల్ని యాక్సెస్ చేయలేకుండా చేసేదాన్ని హ్యాకింగ్ అంటాం. అర్థమైందా? ఇంకా సింపుల్ గా చెప్పాలి అంటే మీ నుంచి కంట్రోల్ ఇంకొకటి వెళ్ళడం. ఇంకా క్లియర్ చెప్పాలి అంటే దొంగలించడం. దొంగలించడం హ్యాకింగ్ అంటాం. So if RGB says my Twitter account has been hacked, Twitter account ni దొంగలించారా? ఏం చేశారు? Hacking is other thing which where if something has been hacked, you will never get access to that hacked thing. So hack చేసామంటే you will never get access to that thing. Still, can RGB able to revoke his access? If yes, can I call that as hacking? Why? అన్నాడు కదా, నా చిన్న హ్యాక్ చేశారు, నా పేరు హ్యాక్ చేశారు, నా పేరు హ్యాక్ చేశారు. So hacking is different and stealing your password is different. From the next time someone says that my website has been hacked, just happen. When చెప్పని గట్టి కొట్టి నా వెబ్సైట్ హ్యాక్ చేయలేదు, నా వెబ్సైట్ పాస్వర్డ్స్ దొంగిలించారని చెప్పండి. Someone has steal my password and username, but they haven't hacked my website. They haven't hacked my Facebook account or something. It's just stealing your password or modifying your password. That's it. మీరు పాస్వర్డ్ మోడిఫై చేయడం హ్యాకింగ్ కానీ మీ అకౌంట్ ని యూజర్ పాస్వర్డ్ మార్చితే హ్యాకింగ్ అంటారు. క్లియర్? హ్యాక్ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్. ఏ హ్యాకర్ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్. ఏ హ్యాకర్ ఇస్ ద వన్ హూ he is peaks in developing a program. ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్ ని పీక్స్ లో ప్రోగ్రామ్ చేయగలిగే వాళ్ళని హ్యాకర్ అంటాం. ఈజ్ ద పీక్ ఇన్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్. బెస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామర్స్ హ్యాకర్స్ అంటాం. ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అంటాం, ప్రోగ్రామర్ అంటాం. The one who is too good in programming can be called as programmer. The one who always tries to steal the code is called cracker. Cracker అన్నవాడు ఆల్వేస్ ఎవడో కోడ్ ని కాపీ చేసి వాడు వాడుకోవడం, ఎవడో కోడ్ ని బ్రేక్ చేయడం, ఇవన్నీ చేసినప్పుడు క్రాకర్ అంటాం. The who writes a no code in a peak level or extreme programmer ni hacker అని పిలుస్తాం. The one who just writes a code can be called as programmer. ఇప్పుడు దాన్ని హ్యాకర్ అని అనుకుంటున్నారు ఇక్కడ. హ్యాకర్ ఓకే 90% అనేది ఒకసారి కదా. క్లియర్? ఓకే నెక్స్ట్ థింగ్. నేను ఇంత సెక్యూరిటీ మాట్లాడుతున్నాను కదా, దేర్ drupal has more secure and everything. If I talk about security, so how can a website be hacked? Or else how can a website be cracked or something? How can a website be steal? ఎట్లా చేస్తాం? Using IP address ఇంకా nice pixel injection ఇంకా ఓకే. ఒక సైట్ కి నేను లాగిన్ అవుతున్నానంటే వాట్ ఇస్ ద థింగ్ ఐ మీన్ దట్ మేడ్ మీ టు లాగిన్ టు వెబ్సైట్. నేను ఒక వెబ్సైట్ లో లాగిన్ అవుతున్నానంటే వాట్స్ ఎనేబిలింగ్ మీ టు ఐ మీన్ ఎంటర్ టు వెబ్సైట్? The username and password, right? When I click on username and enter my password, what happens in the line? A query executes. Select username from database where password is equal to this. Adaithe I mean select username from database where username is equal to this and password is equal to this. Avithene aa query execute ayi they check my username and password, from there I can access my website. Andena this is the cruel thing that happens when I try to log into Facebook or any other login portal. So if that was the case, how many of you know how to write queries here? SQL queries. Queries are ఎంతమందికి కండిషనల్ ఆపరేటర్స్ తెలుసు? కండిషనల్ ఆపరేటర్స్ and, or, nor, is, nor తెలుసు కదా. సో జనరల్ గా వాడుకుంటే what does and do? And operator do. If A and B do this, అంటే ఏం జరుగుతుంది? If A is true and B is true, go for C, అంటే ఏం జరుగుతుంది? A should be true and B should be true, then execute C. And if I say if A equal to true or B equal to true, execute C, what do you either one should execute. If any of them executes, my code executes, right? When I say when I was trying to log into my website, what exactly the query executes? If username is equal to A and password is equal to B, then login. This was the case that's been executed when I try to log into website. What if I try to modify it saying that if username is equal to this or password is equal to this, then execute my login? What happens now? If anything works, I can access my website. What if I don't know the username? I don't know anything. I just open a website. I don't know anything, and now I just want to log in. If I know either password or username, I can log in. But in this case, I don't know any username or password. Then, if it is how do I access how to access the database? It's not possible, right? So this is called as this is the way intruders try to get our username and passwords. So I can show you a way where we can crack a small website and get the password. That we can do in afternoon session. I just say the logic. We need to try to crack the logic. So the logic is the same. There should be or condition in order to execute my login condition. I should use or condition so that either of them executes. Either of them is true, my login executes, right? For this case, I don't know login name, neither password. Now I need to write an or query such that either of them should execute. అర్థమవుతుందా? నేను ఎప్పుడైతే ఒక సైట్ లో లాగిన్ ట్రై చేస్తానో నాకు ప్రతిసారి నాకు అండ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. యూజర్ నేమ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇది, పాస్వర్డ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇది అయితేనే లాగిన్ అవ్వు అంటాను. అక్కడ ఆల్ పెడితే ఏదో ఒకటి ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయినా లాగిన్ అయిపోతాను. నాకు ఏదో ఒకటి ఎక్స్ట్రా రావడానికి నాకు యూజర్ నేమ్ తెలియదు, పాస్వర్డ్ తెలియదు. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేస్తే ఐ కెన్ గెట్ యాక్సెస్ టు ద వెబ్సైట్? I should write a small SQL query, or else I just need to have a small logic. And ఏంటి అంటే, if my condition has an infinite stop, అంటే break my logic into two parts. First thing would be dealing of username. Second thing, the first thing would be dealing of username and password, and the second condition would be always true. నేను ఏం చేస్తానంటే, if username is equal to A or password is equal to B or 1 equal to 1 అంటారు. ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? If A is equal to something or B is equal to something, if either of these fails, it will go to second. First again. Next is or 1 is equal to 1, it's always true. 1 is equal to 1, but ఏమవుతుంది నాకు? 1 is equal to 1, it's always true, so that my entire query executes. Logic అర్థమైందా? Username or password, in which both are the cases, it will never work. It will check for other authentication. This is working. 1 equal to it's always true. So where I can get that's my database. It's a one way of thing. How do we do it? Practically, we can see in after session. For now, just think of the logic. That's it. Think of the query. Okay? Let's come back to Drupal. Let's come back to Drupal. So clear, Drupal clear करने installation and changing your themes clear करा. The next thing would be modules. So in Drupal, each and everything is a module. For example, if I want to have a web form, recently found graduate, I can download a module on web form. I can have my web form ready. If I want to have slideshow, there is something called view slideshow module. Download it so that you can configure your slideshow. If I want to have something or I want to play my YouTube videos on my website, there is something on iframe module. Download it. You can have your YouTube on your website. So for now, let's see how to create a web form. Again, go to drupal.org. Drupal.org. Come down. Bottom. In download extent, click on modules. Go to drupal.org. In the section download and extend, click on modules. Click chesara. Yes. Click on modules. Come down or you will find something on web form. Or else you can do one thing. Use search bar on the top. Can you search bar here? On the top. Yep. Can you see the search bar? Go to drupal.org, click on the search bar and write web form. WEBFORM. Web form. Don't download it. Just open the page. Web form. Open it now. Same endagane. Click chesi 7 version దగ్గర right click చేసి copy link address as. Same. Web font 7 X version 8 కాదు 7 మన Drupal 7 వాడుతున్నాం. సో Drupal 7.414 పక్కన car.read ఉంది కదా, దాన్ని రైట్ క్లిక్ చేసి కాపీ లింక్ అడ్రస్, కాపీ లింక్ లొకేషన్. సేమ్ మళ్ళీ మీ వెబ్సైట్కి వెళ్ళి పైన బ్లాక్ బార్ లో కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ పక్కన మాడ్యూల్స్, appearance పక్కన మాడ్యూల్స్ కనిపిస్తుందా? Can you see modules next to appearance? Click on it. Install new module. అయిందా ఎఫ్ఆర్ మాడ్యూల్ అందరికి ఒకసారి there is other way to search modules. Just open a new tab. Ready. Control T. Just ఒకసారి అందరూ చూడండి. Control T. Just type for Drupal web form. DRUPAL space. Only to open Google. Okay. Type web form Drupal web form. DRUPAL space WEBFORM. These other way to search your modules are themes. Like themes on the modules on you can search directly from Google instead of going from drupal.org. Make first suggest Drupal web form. Click on it. Come down. Drupal sound version దగ్గర right click చేసి copy link location or save link location.
డబ్బులు కొట్టే ఇస్తారు.
It will ask you for two modules, two dependent modules to install. Again, go to Google, search for ctools and views. As soon as you done with installing your web form needs for the dependent modules called ctools and views. So you need to install other two modules as well. Web form install చేసిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ Google లోకి వెళ్ళి ctools drupal కొట్టండి ఒకటి వస్తుంది. ctools drupal ctools are ctools drupal ఏదైనా వల్ల CTOOLS అక్కడ చూడండి ఒకసారి చూడండి కనిపిస్తుంది CTOOLS లేదు అంటే drupal.org/project/ctools అయినా ctools అవలేదా if drupal.org లో కష్టం అవుతుంది అనుకుంటే you can search direct in Google drupal మీ ప్రాజెక్ట్ పేరు the first thing will be your required module. So అందరికి అర్థమవుతుంది ఏం చేస్తాం మనం how are we installing modules అర్థమవుతుందా so ఏం చేస్తాం అంటే when you try to install a new theme you are going to theme reference section from there you are providing your required link just uploading the same modules when you try to upload a new download new module download the module location go to modules which is next to reference click on modules install new module provide your link install that's it ఇందాక థీమ్స్ స్టార్ట్ చేసారో ఎఫ్ఎన్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి ఇప్పుడు మాడ్యూల్స్ అని అంటే సేమ్ అటాక్ చేయండి వెబ్ ఫార్మ్ మాడ్యూల్ ctools అనే మాడ్యూల్ వ్యూస్ అనే మాడ్యూల్ ఈ మాడ్యూల్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయండి చేసిన తర్వాత ఎనేబుల్ న్యూలీ అనే మాడ్యూల్స్ క్లిక్ చేయండి ఈ మాడ్యూల్స్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసిన తర్వాత you'll find three options click on enable newly added modules. Third one is views VIEWS Google Drupal space VIEWS Drupal space VIEWS first way. So is everyone done with modules? Is everyone done? Yes. No. Is everyone done? అయినా అందరికి అయిందా అవలేదా When you try to do something on the browser or something, don't use your mouse, okay? In that program, don't try to use your mouse. Always try to use the only keyboard. Mouse do only keyboard vadanడి. Keyboard shortcuts. Control D for opening new tab. Control tab for shifting between your tab to tab. Mouse do. Don't use mouse. ట్యాబ్ కి కదలంటే కంట్రోల్ ట్యాబ్ అని వాడచ్చు, కంట్రోల్ పేజ్ అప్ పేజ్ అని వాడచ్చు. కంట్రోల్ పేజ్ అప్ పేజ్ డౌన్ ఆర్ కంట్రోల్ ట్యాబ్. Okay, if possible try to disable your mouse. Enable only C2's module. Don't need to install restart. Click on, go to modules and install only C tools, CAOS tools. Only one tool is enough. Don't install all the modules, install only C tools, views UI, and perform. That's it. Four things to be enabled. So is everyone finished with the installation of modules? Then first row modules, three modules. So this row. Then modules. No? We will break for lunch now.